We've all heard that if you could win the morning, you could win the day. One of the ways to doing that is to create regular rituals and routines so you don't have to think about what you need to do, and if you can set up routines and habits, especially early in the day, you could benefit from this science and momentum and create positive momentum as opposed to being reactive like how a lot of people do. They pick up their phone the first thing, they start reacting and driving distraction and reaction as opposed to proactively spending time with self-care and self-love and having a vision and a direction for your day. So let's get into it now as I jump into this again. This is my ideal day. So sometimes I can't do all of this, but I could do as many as I can. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I recall my dreams. When you're dreaming is that you're actually processing and integrating and working on solutions, your subconscious mind, to the things that you're focusing on during the daytime. But most people forget their dreams. After that, I get out of bed and I make the bed. Make your bed, okay? And now this is something that is obvious that most of you do, but if you don't do it, take 2 minutes and make your bed, because that's a success habit, right? If we're talking about positive momentum, the science momentum, getting things done, checking things off, doing it with excellence, then make your bed. It's worse than 1 or 2 minutes, because again, how you do anything is how you do everything. And have a good check mark on something like making your bed is very powerful, because it teaches you to be able to do something really well in excellence like they do in the military. And the other benefit is when you come back at the end of the day, you come back to success, you come back to your take supplements bed already made. After that, what I'll do is I'll go into the kitchen and I'll have a tall glass of water, because you know, we use a lot of water and most of us are very dehydrated at night. I'll take my supplements there. I take my probiotics, which is the big one, because your gut is your second brain. We talked about quick brain, you know, being your brain in your head, but you also have incredible amount of nerve cells in your gut, and so I want to make Trump that's being fed and healthy, so I take my probiotics. Then what I do is I do my breathing right. I'm thinking about the things on breathing, focusing on here. I'm thinking about excellence. I'm thinking about hydration. I'm thinking about oxygen. Whatever your breathing technique is, I focus on breathing. So whether it's box breathing or alpha breathing, whether it's Wim Hof's method, I do a breathing technique because I want to fully oxygenate my body and, you know, my brain, which is obviously part of my body also as well. And maybe we can do another episode dedicated towards that. I do my meditation in the morning and also later in the afternoon or evening, sometimes before I go to bed, but I always do an early morning meditation. I do it for about 20 minutes. Mindfulness is so important, so I want to have a clear mind as I enter the day, and some meditation puts me in that space. 15-20 minutes. Some of you use Headspace, have on. Some of you use the Muse device, use some kind of technology. I meditate, then from there, I do 1 or 2 minutes of just movement, and this could be different movement. It could be calisthenics, it gives me burpees, but I just want to get into my body after I meditate, and so I move at my body pretty intensely for a couple minutes. And if I'm in a hotel room, maybe I'm just doing jumping jacks, but I'm doing crunches for 2 minutes straight. I'm just waking my body. That is not my exercise for the day. It's just for me to get my heart rate beating and getting some movement and in my body. From there, shower. I take a shower, and it's cold shower, and I do believe in cold therapy. It works for me. It helps me to reset my nervous system. Ice baths are very powerful because it helps, like if you hit your knee, you put ice on it to reduce swelling and inflammation. It's cold therapy is a very powerful way of resetting your nervous system and reducing inflammation. So I take a cold shower. When I get out, I go to my normal routine, right, of shaving and brush my teeth, a lot of good stuff. Then I make a tea, and my favorite tea is like a brain tea. You know, tea. It's a combination of Gotu Kola, Ginkgo, Lion's Made, some MCT oil, and some other gems. As I go through it, I sip my tea, and that's where I write my journal, and I'm a big believer in journaling. I've been doing it since I've been in college, and I feel like some of the most amazing